These guys are, well, they're kind of wild. Spiky Bits. Welcome back, hobby maniacs. I'm Rob Bear from SpikyBits.com, and I've had these for a while, but it's been a little crazy here. The new Creature Caster Engines of Annihilation, and at first, well, they sent these over and they're like, "Hey, new thing." I'm like, "Cool, I love new things." I didn't know what to make of them until I got them, taking a good look at them. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I get what these are. These are really cool." I could see where a lot of people are gonna like these, so it's really neat to finally get to talk about them because this video, it probably should have been out already, so I apologize for that. It's been a little wild here in 2022 already. So let's take a closer look, jump over to their website. They're actually still on pre-order, so you can still get them. You didn't miss out on anything if this is your thing, but I think for a lot of you, Creature Caster and chaosy looking things might be right up your alley. So right now, over on the Creature Caster website, like I was saying, these are still on pre-order, and there's actually two of them. They're called the Engines of Annihilation. There's Corpse Bearer and Gore Brand are the two different ones, and they're inherently they have the same design, but the pads and the armor plating is a little bit different. Conveniently, they are sized just the same as an armiger or a war dog. So if you're looking for a cool alternative that is very chaosy to perhaps play in your Knights Renegade army, for instance, this is going to be perfect for you. So they're $75 each. Again, you're not going to get a lot of savings here picking this up as an alternative to a plastic armiger or something like that, but this is a bespoke handcrafted boutique miniature that inherently has a value because of that and because of the style it looks and the hand craftsmanship, etc. But there is a pre-order bundle, and there probably will be a bundle once they go live, for $60 each. So you do get a little bit of savings, and let's be real, you don't need a whole lot of armigers, or if you just need a one-off project, this is great for that too, because they incorporate a lot of elements of like chaos and like kind of the look and feel of a bunch of different things. So I've already got this open. So they have a separate pre-order page, but we don't really need to look at that because I'm going to show you everything here in a second anyways. But let's take a look at some of these images here. So you can see they got the really cool banner right there. Something else I want to show you. This is how you can check out all the parts, and everything's numbered and lettered. They don't have assembly instructions up yet, but these are actually super easy to put together if you just look at the pictures, the assembled pictures themselves. Because you can see that they have some different styling, like the different shoulder pads up here and the different banners and things here. So they're only going to go together a certain way on the legs and such, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And I think if you do the pre-order, you get the little wound counter, which is really neat. You can magnetize it and just put like a little round coin in there and then a magnet, and it should kind of stick to it. So it's actually really, really cool. They are still in the process of getting these pre-order miniatures out. But let's jump over. I've got one here. Well, I've got two here that I can show you how they're going to come in the box, and then we'll get it put together and show you the scale and how it relates to some other things out there. So real quick, if you haven't bought from Creature Caster before, this is how the box or your miniature is going to come. There's going to be a sticker on the back. Sometimes they write in like gold marker what it is, the early runs and things, but a lot of times they have the sticker and it's ready to go. On the inside, it's going to have this really swanky black bubble envelope, and sometimes they put the bigger pieces on the bottom, like here's the limited edition wound marker or counter, whatever you want to call it, and they put a magnet in there and a little piece of tin or ferrous, so that all you got to do is just glue it down, which is pretty neat. That's just a nice little like, hey, thanks for pre-ordering kind of type thing. And now that I'm thinking more and more about playing with my Knights, this might be a good thing for me to get a few of these from them. Unfortunately, they don't sell them separately, so I might have to sweet talk them a bit. And then there's two different bases. This so you know which one to do, how they're all going to go. Looking at the pictures, if you can't get the instructions, they usually post the instructions on their blog. So this one is obviously gonna stand up there and stand back here. There's a little divot. Where is it? I just saw it right here. So all of it's pretty easy to put together. I was able to get it done without the actual instructions. This was one of the more simpler builds. And then once you get inside the package here, sometimes they put the bigger chunks just inside here, and then the smaller parts they contain in little baggies. But you get basically how it's all going to come. So I'll spread these out and we'll take a closer look at the resin parts here in a sec. I didn't grab all the parts, but I just wanted to grab a few to show you. You know, this stuff is always super crisp and really, really well done. They didn't skimp here. They got 2 different sculpts on this one. I mean, they're similar, but they didn't skimp. And then this is the shoulder pad socket right there, so it's very easy to attach. But really, really nice, crisp trim. Even the little, well, I guess spiky bits, spears kind of cutting up through there. And then the armor plates themselves, they've got these little points on them. They're not obnoxious. They didn't like stab me or anything like that, which is really nice. And then, you know, just enough detail on here to still be able to paint it, but also see that there's something there. And then these are the leg joints. These go in at the hips right here. And then these flip back, and there's, I don't have the little parts out. And then here's the torso, which I think is really cool. Like, the styling is very Helldrake-y, I suppose. If you're, you know, into the Chaos Space Marines a bit, you can definitely tell they were definitely inspired by that, I feel like. And then this, forget how this, oh yeah, that goes like this. So this is one of the guns for the engines. Oh, I guess you have the choice. It comes with both. That's really neat. Okay, cool. I didn't realize it came with, so you get both weapons and then the extra close combat weapon there and the shooty gun thing right there. And there's a whole nother package of weapons, but we're not going to get into that because we're going to get these all assembled up and then show. Oh, let me show you the banner. The banner is crazy intricate. Check that out. All sorts of stuff going on there. Now the other engine isn't quite as intricate, but it has some horns sticking out that I thought was pretty neat, and we'll look at that one here in a second too. Now here is Corpse Bearer. This one's all put together, and there's that other, was that the one I was talking about? I can't remember which one I showed you earlier. Nope, I showed you this one already. So this is the same one I just showed you earlier. So this one's looking great, and like I say, they fit a specific way, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And then there's the cutback here by the little knee pad. Now a little point of gotcha, and I'm not sure if you can see this, but yeah, right there, there's a certain way that the inside those attach. Yeah, so there you can see right there how to have the little servos pointed out or pointed to the direction of that the action is, because otherwise you won't put this on right and you'll put this down and it won't get, ask me how I know. So just be aware of that. But then you can put either of the special weapons on the arms right there. These are a little bit fiddly, but they attach. You just might want to attach them before you put on the shoulder pads, just for a little easy use. And I like this high arch, this high crown here. The other one isn't so much like that. And then he's got this like cool little demonic kind of Helldrake lizard sort of thing, and it kind of looks like a tail back there, but that's actually part of the crazy poop banner back there. But this one's really cool. I like this. It definitely got a custom kind of style to the look and the banner. And then this one is Gorbrand, I think this is, yeah, Gorbrand, that's his name. So just did the opposite with the weapons there. He's definitely a little bit more Drakey, I suppose. Doesn't have as intricate of a front, although it's still pretty detailed with the chain and everything, but it's not like ornate and over the top. And I like how he's got the little burninator in there. You can kind of see all that. Not as crazy on the banners or anything like that. It's got a lot of spiky bits up there, not as quite of a high arch. And then here's the one, like I said, with the horns on the back. It's got a lot going on right there. This one's really cool. So like I said, I thought these were neat, and I was like, man, what could you use these for? And then it dawned on me, hey, yep, it's exactly the same size as an armiger. And actually, I think it's the same base size too. The 80 mil, I believe it is, round on these guys. I have to double check that. It's either 80 or 100, but I'm pretty sure it's 80. It could be 100. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter because it's literally the same. So you can use it for, you know, the Renegade Knights if you really, really want to. And I think it's definitely got a cool aesthetic to it. And coming with all the guns, you can do, you know, this thing here. You can magnetize those because there's the flat area. You can put a little piece of tin or something like that and then drill into this. The assembly is super easy. It goes together very well because all the nubs are very specific in here, so you don't even really need the instruction books. You just kind of match up, like you can tell where these are going to go in based on the shape, and then you can kind of just build it up from there, just kind of dry fit it, and you really don't need instructions. It goes together pretty well. I can't really think of any other gotchas there. Just watch that you put how you put the servos in the joints. You want to have that round thing with the little pistons pointed out, so you don't miss kind of assemble that one there. And then this one's, it's pretty sturdy. They look like they might be a little fiddly, but they're actually really sturdy. And if you can just keep from hitting the banners off of them, I think you won't have any problems unless you actually drop them too. But we talked about that before. Don't drop your miniatures. It's really bad. really bad for your miniatures. So hopefully that gives you a better understanding of how cool the new engines of destruction are from Creature Caster. I really like these. They're pretty neat. I mean, I'm not playing Chaos Renegades. Unfortunately, I'm playing Loyalist Imperial Knights, so they don't quite do it for me. But if I was playing Knights Renegades and something tells me they're going to get an update really soon, well, these might be really good to have on hand, or just pick up and start hobbying on right now, just so you have them ready to go, because something tells me they are going to be scoring and very important in Warhammer 40k coming up. And then, of course, if you want to get your Resin Beast entry in and paint it up, it might behoove you to get the newest, the latest and greatest from them and have that all painted up, ready to go. Although I don't know when they're going to actually get these out to folks, unfortunately, so there may be a little bit of a delay. Everything's delayed these days, but hopefully they get them out just in time to actually get hobbied on for Adepticon. So that's it for this one. Make sure you check out creaturecaster.com for all the engines of destructions, all the new releases, all the things they have going on over there. There's a lot more happening, believe it or not, than just straight Creaturecaster releases. They're partnering with a lot of people, and they've also got their late backer for the Judgment game as well. So check it all out. They got a lot going on. But before you go over there, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all our videos. If you liked that video feature, consider supporting us over at patreon.com and get back in the mail each month a miniature crate full of some of the stuff we review here, as well as some of the top 3D artist designs out there too, to help support what they're doing. Plus, discount coupon codes from some of those same manufacturers. They're yours to keep, whether you cancel or stay on. It's totally up to you. Obviously, we want to keep you as happy as possible. So check it out over at patreon.com/spikybits.